All right, let's dive into our subject today, the constellation Antlia, or the Pump. Now, we're not just going to look at this as some random collection of distant stars. No, we're going to approach it as something much more profound. It's really a symbol, a kind of manifesto for the Age of Enlightenment, placed right up there in the heavens as a testament to human reason and the physical laws that govern our universe.
And that immediately brings up a fascinating question. I mean, think about the night sky. It's this grand tapestry woven from the stories of gods, heroes, and mythical beasts. So why on earth, in the middle of all that ancient splendor, do we find a piece of scientific equipment? What possessed astronomers to immortalize an air pump in the heavens?
To really understand its importance, we first have to grapple with the paradox it presents. You see, Antlia is a pretty large constellation, but it's incredibly faint. To the naked eye, it looks like an empty patch of sky, really. It has no ancient mythology, no big, bright, eye-catching stars to draw your attention.
The contrast just becomes crystal clear when you compare Antlia to its dominant neighbor, Hydra. As you can see here, Hydra is steeped in Greek legend, and it's easy to trace out thanks to its bright star, Alphard. Antlia, on the other hand, has no ancient myth to its name. Its brightest star is a dim magnitude 4.25, which makes it incredibly difficult to even spot. It's a modern invention, a complete break from that ancient narrative tapestry surrounding it. And yet, its faintness has nothing to do with its size. As this chart shows, Antlia occupies 239 square degrees of the sky, which actually ranks it 62nd out of all 88 constellations. It's significantly larger than the famous Southern Cross. So the key takeaway here is this. Antlia isn't small. It's just, well, it's inconspicuous to the naked eye.
So, if Antlia is basically a blank spot to our eyes, what does it reveal to an astrophysicist? Now we're shifting gears. We're moving from what we can perceive with our own senses to what the tools of modern science can uncover, because hidden in that apparent emptiness are some absolute wonders of immense scientific interest. Let's start with Alpha Antlia, the constellation's brightest star. Now, while it might look dim from our vantage point, that's purely a function of distance. In absolute terms, this thing is a powerhouse, radiating 500 times more light than our own sun. We know what it is thanks to its spectral class, K43I. This tells us it's an orange giant, a star in an advanced stage of its life. It's located about 365 light-years away, and it's already burned through the hydrogen fuel in its core. As a result, it has expanded to 50 times the sun's diameter, and its surface is cooled, giving it that characteristic orange hue. Within Antlia, we also find these elegant demonstrations of celestial mechanics. Take the Zeta Antlia system, for instance, a wide binary pair. Its two stars are locked in this precise gravitational dance, orbiting a common center of mass. It's a perfect, real-world illustration of Newton's laws in action, a very fitting tribute for a constellation named after a scientific instrument.
Our exploration now takes us into deep space. Here we find NGC 2997, a spectacular grand design spiral galaxy. Its disk is tilted at an almost perfect 45-degree angle to our line of sight, which gives us an ideal perspective to study the structure of its prominent spiral arms and those glowing pink clouds of active star formation within them.
But NGC 2997 isn't alone. Antlia is home to the Antlia cluster, a gravitationally bound system of 234 galaxies. It's the third closest galaxy cluster to our own local group, and it's dominated by massive elliptical galaxies. This makes it a really important node in the large-scale structure of the universe known as the Hydra-Centaurus supercluster. Okay, so having examined its modern scientific significance, we have to return to our original question and unravel the mystery of its origin. And to do that, we need to journey back to a pivotal moment in the history of science.
The constellation was created by the French astronomer Nicolas-Louis de Lacaille during his groundbreaking mapping of the southern skies in the mid-18th century. It was introduced to the world in his star catalogue, published after his death, and it was explicitly dedicated to the physicists Robert Boyle and Denis Papin.
The original name Lacaille gave it was Antlia Pneumatica, the air pump. No, this was not some casual choice. The air pump was the symbol of the scientific revolution. It was the instrument that allowed Boyle and others to study the vacuum, to prove that air was a form of matter with properties like pressure, and to push physics beyond ancient speculation into the realm of empirical experiment.
So, the conclusion is undeniable. Antlia is a monument to progress. Lacaille's act was a declaration that the heavens should belong not just to mythology, but to science as well.
By placing a pump in the sky, he was celebrating the triumph of the scientific method, of physics, and of the human mind's ability to comprehend the universe.
And this brings us to Antlia's legacy, its historical theme, using an instrument to reveal an unseen reality, the vacuum, finds this remarkable echo in the greatest mysteries of modern astronomy, many of which are playing out right within the boundaries of this very constellation.
In 2018, using data from the Gaia Space Telescope, astronomers made a sensational discovery, Antlia 2. It's a huge, low-surface brightness dwarf galaxy, a satellite of our own Milky Way, a true ghost in the cosmos.
To really grasp how bizarre this thing is, just look at the comparison here. In the sky, Antlia 2 takes up an area comparable to the Large Magellanic Cloud, a prominent object you can easily see with the naked eye, and yet it's 10,000 times dimmer. This makes it the most diffuse galaxy ever discovered, a huge structure of stars spread out so thinly that it's almost transparent.
The very existence of an object like this presents a major challenge to our cosmological models. How can a galaxy be so massive, yet so spread out? Its properties are incredibly difficult to reconcile with our current theories about the behavior of dark matter, the invisible substance we believe holds galaxies together. So, from an 18th century instrument designed to study a vacuum to a 21st century cosmic ghost that challenges our understanding of dark matter, Antlia has always been about revealing the unseen. And this leaves us with one final resonant question. What other profound secrets of the universe are hiding just beyond our view, waiting for the right instrument, their own pump, to bring them out into the light?